Hello, welcome to Popalong RC. It's new car day again here. Can't wait to get stuck into this one. This is the all new LC Racing LC10B5 V2. I've been wanting this car for a long time. Today's the day it's going to get built, so let's get on with it. Alright, so as normal, I think it's quite normal to build the diffs first, I'm not too sure. So I'm going to get on with that. I'm running the manual off my iPad, nice and easy. Let's get started. I'm just going to stop and start like I normally do my videos. I'm not going to take you through the whole build. If anything interesting comes to mind, we'll stop and chat about it. But other than that, I'm just going to get on with it. It suggests 10,000 weight, so I'll start with that. Obviously, we can tune it as we go along once it's done. And go from there. Anyway, let's build the diffs. Okay, so I'm pretty much halfway through the diff build. Pretty standard stuff if you've ever built a diff, exactly the same thing. The quality of the parts are absolutely on point, really nice machine stuff. It's worth noting if you're gonna like what I'm doing, I'm going from the LC10B5 manual as opposed to the version 2. It does come with some shims, quite big ones, which you get 4 of them. So one of them goes in there, one of them goes in there, one of them goes in there, and of course one of them goes there. I'll just show you, just behind this bit here. Right, I don't know what that name is, but anyway. So there you go. So first impressions are very, very good. I'm going to fill them up and I'm going to crank them down, and that's the diff build done. So there we are, 2 completely finished diffs. They both got, as I say, 10k fluid in for now. See how we get on, that's what the manual suggests. So yeah, nice and sturdy, very, very enjoyable build so far. Okay, on to bag B, it's the shock assembly. These are one of the main upgrades in the V2 kit, being that these are basically, they're nicer. I mean, I'll put all the specifications in the description and stuff, but they're super nice. So yeah, you got aluminium shock caps here with the bleeder screws and such. Just, yeah, nicely machined stuff. I mean, look at these. It's just really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. But anyway, let's get building these. Okay, I've done 2 of the shocks off camera. I'll show you. There they are, really nicely machined, like I've said already. It's nice to have that shock bleeder screw in there, which sits very, very nicely in there. Yeah, that's absolutely no problem. But I've done the fronts, so it's time to do the rears. And just what I tend to do, I've got this little stand. This is from Corrali, this thing, and I just fill them, plunge them up and down a bit, get the air bubbles out. Leave them for half hour or so normally, and then screw them up, bleed them, and away you go. So no dramas in terms of that, nice and easy. Okay, so for those of you that don't know how to bleed shocks, I'm just going to quickly show you. So I've obviously filled this up with oil, waited for the air bubbles to come out. You take this screw out, you plunge it up. I've already done that, and then you give it a few of these, right? And this is the most important part that people kind of forget, which is why their shocks are not very good. So once you've done that, you need to go back in and take the bleed screw out, and you will see it will just a little bit come out there. Not too much on that one, to be fair. And then normally I'd get a cloth but I've got 2 hands here and 1 camera, so it's a bit difficult. One thing you want to be very careful of is not to thread, mess the thread up on this screw, yeah? So, like I say, it's important to take time on that bit. And then obviously you've got no rebound on there now. Well, it shouldn't be. I always struggle not to get rebound on the shocks. Let's see how we get on. There you go. Perfect. So the next step is to put the front gearbox together. I've done all that there, really. It's quite self-explanatory. Obviously slide the diff in there. Put this bit on, and it's super simple to do. Everything fits really, really nicely. So far, so good. So that's the front section all done. I have done a lot of camera, but I'll talk you through it. So obviously you've got the shocks on, they feel super nice, super smooth. We've got roll bars. It comes with roll bars, which are really, really nice. So I fitted that. Everything's so, it just fits super nice. I'm really, really impressed with the overall quality of this. It seems super sturdy, and I've actually got the PTG1, I think it's called here, which is the budget version of this car, and I put a, I think I put a 6.5 turn in that, and it was absolutely fine. Took it to Blackpool, did the charged RC with it, did not come anywhere near last as well. So I think this car is going to be even better. Well, I know it's going to be even better. So there we go. That's the front section done. Let's carry on. So we're on to bag D, which is the rear gearbox assembly, which is exactly the same as the front, but obviously it's the rear. So I'll show you that when we're a bit more ahead in the build. So the rear of the car is now complete and went together absolutely, yeah, really, really. I'm really enjoying it. I don't normally enjoy builds, I've got to be honest with you, because there's normally bits missing and things like that. There's been absolutely, up to this point, nothing missing whatsoever, and everything fits like a glove. So that's the rear done. So I've got the rear there, we've got the front over here. Next is the diff, the centre diff or the slipper. Okay, so we now find ourselves onto the slipper clutch build and the centre diff, because you actually get a centre diff and you get a slipper for that you can just whip out and whip back in real quick, which I think is a great idea. Saves you having to have two cars, to be quite honest. So I will be putting in the slipper, so I'll show you that when it's done, and I'm also gonna build the diff for, obviously this is for kind of loose dirt and grass. This is more for your indoor carpet stuff really, so this is going in. Let's get on with it. Okay, so there we have the both bits built now. We have got the slipper clutch, which I will be putting in this car because I'm going to race it on carpet and, you know, fairly grippy surfaces. You also do get the centre diff in the kit, and that went together really nicely, really quickly as well. Super smooth with the 81 spur on, because of course we will be putting a 6.5 turn brushless motor in this car. But like I say, it's really nice to have both options in the same kit. I think that's a really good thing. So we're on to bag F, which is the steering assembly bits and pieces there. Looks pretty nice. Bearings in there, carbon fibre servo mount and whatnot. So yeah, let's get cracking with that. Right, so the steering rack, I guess that's what you call it. I don't know what you call it, but it's done. And again, super nice and free, and yeah, just fits together really nicely. So that's that. Now I've got to do the job. I hate these turnbuckles. I can't stand doing these things. Anyway, I'm going to do them, stick them on, and I'll come back to you. Right, I'm halfway through doing the dreaded turnbuckles. However, it's not so bad on this one. What I really like is the fact that you've got a short side and a long side. The short side is normal orientation thread, and the long is reverse thread. So really, really easy to, for those of you that haven't got great eyesight, like me, I'm sitting here with my glasses on, and it's just easy to remember. Again, I'm well forgetful, so I will not forget that. I think that's a really nice touch. The all-important servo installation, I've gone with a Power HD servo, the R20S actually. The specs on it are pretty good. It's about as fast as I want, being, what's this one? 0.08, there you go, that's about right. I've ended up slowing these things down in the past, to be quite honest. It's a relatively high-end-ish servo, and it's anodized red. The car's anodized red, look, so I think it's going to look really nice in there, so let's get that in. Right, servo's in, looking really nice. very nice red anodized bits and pieces. I'm going to go for this LC Racing servo horn here. I want a metal one. Apparently the ones that you get with it are pretty good. I don't know, I've had these sort of things stripped before, but these look pretty solid, to be fair, but there'll be spares. Won't be using them. Right, so bag G is finally the chassis assembly. The chassis, look who we got on the telly. Look, who's this here? I can't believe that. I literally was watching one of my own videos and then Calvin Toolkit comes on. What is going on with the algorithm, man? Anyway, there you go. So yeah, we're going to get this done and then put everything on it, and then hopefully it will kind of resemble a bit of a car. There's the bare bones of the chassis, all done, ready to put the front and the back on now. So just a couple of bits to note which I thought were really nice touches. These carbon fibre kind of straps, if you like, just to give that chassis strength. Super nice, again, super easy. Let's get this chassis looking like a car. Right, I've done loads off camera. I got kind of carried away with this, but because it's such a nice build, I'm really enjoying it. I don't normally enjoy builds, but I have enjoyed this one. I don't know why, I just... yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this little bit here. Earlier on, we spoke about if you wanted to use a slipper or a diff, really easy to change if you're trackside. So you obviously just undo your 4 screws here, take that out. I'm not going to do it now because I can't be bothered. And you just whack this one in. Super simple. I think it's a really good feature for this car, to be quite honest, and it's quite appealing to anybody who races on loose dirt one week and then, you know, on high grip the next. I think it's awesome. Yeah, it went together really well to this point. Not much to note really. It's all just kind of standard stuff. I have centered the servo, so that should be good to go. So it's just, yeah, getting this bit on, this carbon fibre strap, whatever you want to call it. Couple of other bits, and then it's radio installation time. Right, let's have a look at some of the electrics I'm going to be putting in this car. I'm going to be putting in this Takashima really nicely compact receiver. Really nice. And this particular one binds with my radio, which is the Futaba T10PX. Comes with a little bind plug, and that is the 404 SBS E version. And I'm just going to show you very quickly, anybody who's got one, it binds to Futaba's all bells and whistles F4G system, which is their fastest response one. So that is good value. Link in the description where you can get that. I'm also going to be putting in my trusty, I use Orca stuff all the time. If you follow the channel, you'll know that. This is the Orca OE1 Mark II brushless ESC. Look at the way they package their stuff. This is, I mean, this is nice. And what is quite nice is that you get these kind of bits, these foam bits. You can kind of cut these up if you wish and use them to secure batteries in and things. Quite handy. So that's going in as well. That comes with the fan, sensor lead, all the bits and pieces, the wires, everything. So that's going in. The motor of choice is going to be the Orca Mod Stream. I'm going to go for a 6.5 turn. I mean, these just look nice, don't they? Let's be honest. See if I can get it out and show you. Hold on. So there it is. I've already got a 10.5 version of this in one of my vintage cars. And yeah, really nice piece of kit. I did say in the previous little thing with the ESC that the sensor wire comes with the ESC. It doesn't, of course. Silly old me. It comes with the motor. The sensor wire's there. You get a bunch of Orca stickers as well. Again, really nice, really powerful, really reliable motors. I've certainly never had an issue, so that is going in as well. I'm also going to be trying for the first time these lockdown adjustable bullet plugs from 1UP. They look super nice. Not the cheapest ones, I have to admit, but I thought I'd give them a go. Look pretty cool because, you know, why not? Like I say, all these parts, if you want to know where to get them, click the link in the old description, and yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, look, I must get my soldering iron out and get busy. Right, before the big reveal of the car, one more thing to do. Get the tyres on. These are the DMS inserts with AZ. Yeah, look nice. I'm going to use these ones. Link in the description for those. Obviously, we've got the front and the back because it's 4-wheel drive, and then I'll get these on, get them on the car, and I'll show you the big reveal. So the car is complete. I've done best wiring that I could probably do for me. It's as neat as I can make it anyway. I'm not going to cut down the servo wires purely because I might want to use it elsewhere. It's all bound, ready to go. It has been a really enjoyable build. I think it's absolute value for money. This retails roundabout, recommended retail price is about 330 quid. You can pick it up cheaper. Check the link in the description for things like that. Everything in this car you can get if you click the link in the description. I'll tell you what I really do like. These one-up connectors are a bit of a game changer. They're absolutely brilliant. You just stick them in and then you just tighten them up. I know that some people think, well, they're not going to fall out, but sometimes actually they do get a little bit loose. But there you go. So that's the car done. All I've got to do now is to paint the body shell, which is in here. I will do that in due course. But for now, I'm just going to use the body shell here, which is off of my PTG1, and it fits like a glove. So there you go. So I'll be testing this. I'll be using it in mill end and maybe some club meetings as well. But yeah, thoroughly nice build. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and we'll see you on another video.